Okay, this is the art sampling, probably series 3 or 4. And I got the samples for this joint. Let's go to here first. This is the beat, right? And then I've got, what else I got here? I've got this sample you'll remember from Tribe Called Quest, Bonita Applebum. Got that sample too. And then what else we got here? We got another sample here. I got this sample. Oh, here we go. This is the chorus part. Got that? And then I got the part that's for the verse. Okay, you got that part there. So I got my parts lined up here for this track, and that's how it goes. Now in this video, I'm going to take the original samples and pull the original records up. I pulled out the parts, and we're going to show you how we actually make them blend like. But I'm not going to play the whole thing together as one song, because that'll create a royalty problem for me, and you might not even see the video if I do that. But this is a way to teach you how we can take parts and make them blend together by changing pitches, tuning samples up, and getting to the point. Let's check this out. So this is our first sample here, and let's play it back. So you get the idea. This is some Bonita Applebum, and as you can see, it's a stereo field, stereo sample, and we got left and right, but two different ideas on both sides. So one side is the kids or girls singing in the background with a little piano, and then the other side is the sitar with the girls again faintly in the reverb. And then we have it again here. So what I want to do is separate these two parts just the way they are on the record. So I'll come to here in the software and go to stereo to mono. And we have right and left. So I'm going to go to left first. Left is right here. And the top part is left. So I want to get to here and do it. So it gives it a name here. As you can see, 1 and 2. This will be 1. That's for the left. And then 2 will be for the right. So I'll do it again. I'll go to right here. And I'll say do it. As you can see, I have 2 different names. This is 1, and this is 2 of the same sample name. Now if I play this first one, and the same thing again, obviously. And the other one here is going to be the sitar. And so let's play this one next. Now we all know what that is, right? From Bonita Applebum by Tribe Called Quest. But it's cool how you can see how they made the record. They actually separated. It was good to do because it was there, right? So back in the 60s and up to maybe 75 or so, sometimes these groups would actually pan stuff left and right. There isn't a big enough stereo field. They haven't got these really great consoles they're using. So it's a smaller project inside a smaller system. So to get more of this feel of a wider stereo sound, they're going to throw stuff left and right just to create more room. Okay, so the next thing I want to do is look at the drum part, which is from a record called Fool Yourself from a group called Little Feat. And this is that sound here. As you can see here, it's the very beginning of the record. That's at that beat, little break beat in the beginning. So let's hear it back, hell. That's it right there. Now you've heard it before on the record. So what I want to do is extract it. And that's what I did. I extracted this beat out. And here it is right here. Same sound, just you can see it better. My problem here, of course, it's too low for one thing. And then what I want to do too, when I get a sample, I want to like sort of do some stuff to sort of process or chop up or sort of like change anything in the sample. I'll make 2 copies. I want to keep the original, and then I want to have a copy to play with. So I got a copy of it right here. That's it there. And of course, you can see I actually normalize it. Let's hear this back. And we can hear the reverb better now than we did when it was lower. So that's pretty cool. I like that too. And if I don't like that too, I may go totally berserk and say I want to gain something. I may come to here, I want to gain a little bit more. So I may gain it. That's 2's good. Let's do this. Look at that. That's pretty loud now. Let's say this back. Here you go. So I didn't get too loud, but loud enough where I don't distort at all. That's all I want to do. That's pretty cool. Now, the problem is going to be next, you got the beat, but you're not too sure the tempo. So what I normally will do is I'll have the beat going on. I say, okay, I want to loop this beat first, and then I'll say that's the tempo. Or since it's already chopped, I will just put it inside the grid and see what it says. So I got here and put it in the grid. Let's do that next. So the next thing I had to do was get the music from the sample, which was from a group called Daylight, and the song's called Ramp. So I'll play a piece of it. I don't want to get caught up in this sort of like royalty thing. And so you know what that song's from? Bonita Applebum, from Tribe Called Quest. So I've got that section and another section from it. So I've got them already separated. Here's the chorus. Well, that sounds terrible. So let me go to here. Let me grab this like that and just hit it from here. Get rid of that. And then we have the part that's just the verse, which is right here. Let's grab that, and I want to play this back. And that part is for the verse. So I've got the parts. Now I want to put the whole thing together. So here I've got it marked out. It's a 1-bar loop I'm trying to create. I've got it set up here. I've got the first bar, then the trigger here again, right? I'm in the grid mode. Now I want to do something else. I'll normally come here to wave. I want to check the sample out. I want to make sure I can use the sample, of course. I'll play the sample. Now notice, this is wave inside of the grid. So I'm in grid mode here. I'm in main mode. This is the grid. I go to wave. And so what I want to do is make sure I can get the speed it's supposed to be at. Now I've already figured out what the tempo of the Tribe Called Quest song is. And so the tempo of this is different too as well. Now you'll notice once you get a beat in here, a loop or a sample loop we got here, and the sizes are what you think it should be, the software inside of the MPC will give you a BPM. And here it says it's 155.66. And so let's test that out. So now I want to go back to grid. Now I've got it here. It's going to loop. And I figured it was going to be this to move it faster. It's going to be this pretty much. See, this is 78. That's not the tempo of the song, okay? I want to make sure I know what it can loop at. So I'll stop this. And we saw earlier that it was like the wave here. You'll see here that the software said it was 155.66, right? Okay, so if I make it 78 and I double that, that's 156. That's my tempo. So I'm going to come to here right now. I'm going to go like warp, and now I can change this BPM. I want the BPM to be like the number I picked out here, which is 178. It loops there. So I go to 78 rather, not 178, but 78. And there we go. So next, I know I can do that. So now what I want to do is I want to move it faster to the tempo I prefer it to be. It's going to be like something like 93 will be my tempo, I think. Yeah, it's good. And play it back. That's it. And now we're looping it. So once you get the tempo and you're sure of the tempo that you like, then you put it here in the warp. Then once you put warp on, you're able to move it up or down. Now I've got the main chorus sample, which is this one right here. So I got that one going on, right? Now I've got it. I had to change the pitch. So I went to here and changed the pitch up by 2 semitones. And now I've looped it at the tempo that it should be at for its own pitch, I guess we'll say. The pitch is here. I'm going to loop it here. I could also just leave it where it was, but I pitch it up here to match the guitar from the original song, Bonita Applebum by Tribe Called Quest. So it matches up. Now I come to here, I just get a loop in. So this loop is really going to be right here. And if I come to here and I've got it set up here, I'm in waveform here in grid mode. Back to grid again. And if I play it, it loops. So go back to, I'm going to press play start. Hopefully I'll pass the royalty and I won't have a problem with it. And I can play it here for the video. click of it. Stop that. Stop again. So it matches up.